More than 2,000 people are associated with gangs, and gang violence throughout London is on the rise. To understand why people join these gangs and why violence is used, we decided to visit CGE and the 7th, two of the most notorious London gangs, and get personal accounts of real gang members who I grew up with.
Yeah, Myers. Link Up TV behind bars. Behind bars. CGE.
And would that be them dead or them?
Whatever, man. Dead or alive, whatever it takes to get the message across or that.
So, as I'm driving, just have a little chat.
Yeah, go.
The first thing I wanted to ask you was, how old were you when you joined the 7th?
Year 9, so how old is that?
14, 13?
14, I'll say. About 14 years old.
And why did you decide to join?
Thing is, it wasn't like one of them things where you just choose, it was more like, it just happens and that. One of them, take this left and that.
And tell me a little bit about how you came to join. Like, when did you first join?
So when you grow up in the area, you know all the elders around you just on the road, like most of the day after school. It's like they come to know you, you come to know them, and it's like you do favours for them, innit? And they look after you basically. And then you grow up, you know who the ops are, and you get the same beliefs, and it's like it's the right thing though, because they're like your brothers actually. Some of them they'll do anything for you and you have to back them.
Was it something that you saw had benefits to it?
Yeah, more like, if something's looking nice to you, you'd want that. So obviously if you see something shining, you're gonna want to take that. So if you see people older than you when you're in, let's say, year 7, and people in year 9 are driving cars and all of that, you're gonna want to do that, innit? Because if you're not doing that, then obviously you're not running with it.
The one thing I wanted to obviously talk about is a lot of turf wars that have been going on currently for quite a long time. What's your opinion, just your general thoughts and opinion on the 6th, the rival gang?
Oh, fuck the 6th, obviously. Them man are all pussies, to be honest. They don't really do no work. Like, they be touching normal people thinking they've been doing work. Like, I don't know if you saw the news, but there was a guy that was at one of the parks. He was a school kid. He got shot in the head, and he was just a normal school kid. And the other team are thinking that they've actually done something. You know what I mean?
My tunes down, mum kept shedding tears. Somebody tell her I don't give a fuck that her son ain't here. Ever since her son got dropped, the whole block ain't done shit. And I was laughing when I saw the pic of her mum just bury her kid. You think I care? That man had his whole life ahead. What about this? That guy's a civilian in ends. Got shot in his boy.
Now, there's a big thing with music being involved, especially drill music.
Yeah.
How do you think that influences gang violence?
I'll be honest, it's like these younger ones, man. They whatever they see in drill music, they think they have to go out there and do it themselves. But sometimes you have to obviously do violent shit, because someone comes down, hurts you, hurts your family, your people. You need to do the same thing to them. But some people, they do it for rep. But yeah, I'm not like that. But there's some people that will use weapons just to get their rep up. But yeah, you hear that.
You know drill music.
Of course.
Is that influencing gang behaviour?
Of course, but to an extent. But yeah, it is. I'll say it is.
It is.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's more like, at the same, people could argue that it's not really, like, it's not forcing them to do it, but at the same time, it's glorifying and like making it seem like cheese, like it's gas, like, you know, like think about it, like K-Trap talking about whipping this. When you hear that, you're like, cheese. Fredo's like, oh, I did this, whipping this in the kitchen, like, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's sick. You're gonna wanna study that, see what he's talking about.
Yeah.
What do you think about there's a lot of politicians, a lot of activists who are calling to ban drill music?
I'm saying it's ignorant. They don't know what's going on, so they're saying fucking kill us off completely. Like, that's not fair. Like, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because in their head, oh, this is fueling all the riots and shit. There's no riots, but you know what I mean, fueling it. But in reality, it's more escapism. Like, people are most like chilling, like relaxing to this music, partying, whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what I'm saying. There's crazy people. Then there's not crazy people. It's good. It's entertainment. I guess it's like it makes. Let's say if I'm trapping all the time and you're making music about trapping all the time, and I see that you was trapping and now you're making records for fucking MMG or whatever company bullshit there is, like, that's me saying, yeah, cheese, if he can do it, I can do it. Obviously, I'm gonna need the experience to talk about that, so I'm gonna have to do it anyway. But if I'm doing that anyway, might as well fucking become a rapper or whatever. So, some people take music too far, some people won't. Like, you can listen to rock music and shoot, do whatever, like, you can kill people. Are you gonna blame the music or are you just gonna blame the kid, like?
So in terms of the violence going on, have you ever yourself stabbed someone or even shot someone?
I don't really use guns and that, but knives I don't mind. Because I'm a very paranoid human and I don't like noise and that. So that makes sense. So obviously knives just alright, man.
How do you feel when you sort of know that this is a guy, okay, and I'm gonna hurt him, I'm gonna potentially
You don't think like that. You
kill him?
This is someone that insulted your family like that. Someone that's touched your, do you know what I mean? Like, you know how if someone done something to your family, you're gonna want to do something back in there, obviously, so you wouldn't think like, oh, this is a good guy that's done this, that. You're gonna think, this guy needs to, do you know what I mean? Take him off the list.
Do you carry a knife on you when you go out?
Yeah.
You're carrying one right now?
Yeah. That's why I was a bit cautious. I see people running around earlier. Like.
Specific about yeah. Right there, me and my cousins got shot at. Well, some people been stabbed right here.
And
right
is this
there,
like
everywhere.
Housing estate, or is it just
This is flats, isn't it? People live in.
flats? Say if someone attacked one of your friends or one of your family members, in terms of that power, how quickly would you be able to get someone back?
Within an hour, to be honest.
Within an hour?
Yeah.
And would that be them dead or them?
Whatever, man. Dead or alive, whatever it takes to get the message across or that.
I mean, out of just curiosity, this is quite personal, you don't have to share this, but have you, whether that be directly or indirectly, sending someone to do it or maybe doing it yourself, killed someone?
But the thing is that, like, obviously these things are not nice to do, but like, a couple of years ago now, so don't really get better on that.
Have you done it once, multiple times?
Twice.
Twice?
No, for people like us here, there isn't much, like, just mainly like, if you want to be like footballer or something, you can be only ways like football, music, something like that, but not much, otherwise people just trap.
And so too with my sister. I pray the bigger picture, at least it's helped me with my scriptures. Only do this for the listeners. Aki's cruising with the sisters, brothers locked up in the system. All the fool and how I miss them. Who's got time for sneak dissing? Never been a victim, niggas. Know me, I'm humble. Watch the boy drop his biscuit gas. That's how the cookie crumbles. 41, I got a lung full. Or there's a different type of smoke you can't inhale. I light up this smoke you won't exhale. Either. Never been a beg friend, either. Looking at these savages, I know who my guys are, I know who steps. Wrist that stretch, either missing out on the little son or daughter's first steps. I know it sounds fucked, in our brothers we trust. Catch a case, hope they bust, if they don't, I guess I watch them snapping from the wing, but it's nothing. 2 days ain't a thing, you know the first is when they land.